Adam Carolla was responding to a caller who asked about his politics, and then he goes off on a hilariously douchey rant where he's going to act like, and he always does this, he thinks, oh, I'm just a straight shooter using common sense and telling it like it is. Have you ever noticed that, like, every old dude thinks that's what he's doing? Thinks everybody else is so wrong and so stupid. I'm so right about everything. I have so much experience in life, and I'm a straight shooter. But in reality, what is he going to do? He's going to go on an old man, curmudgeonly, factless, visceral, opinion-based diatribe. So let's listen, and then I want to break it down.
There's a move toward a more conservative life in general as you get older. It's it goes many of the principles just sort of bode with just frankly getting older, having a family, focusing on your children and family and things like that. But as far as my talking points go, stop shitting out kids you can't afford. You pay for their school breakfast, not because I want you to pay for their school breakfast, but because the kid should know that mom and or dad are paying for breakfast. I mean, making the effort. It's a psychological thing. It's not a matter of I don't want to pay 39 cents a day for your kid. I don't give a fuck about that. Half the fucking government takes half my money and does whatever the fuck they want with it anyway. I mean, that's your kid's breakfast is the least of my worries. I worry about your kid and the message that's being sent to your kid by mama not making them breakfast. That's what I worry about. But my talking points have not changed. Get your shit together. Get to work. Stop shitting out kids. So on and so forth. Being conservative didn't used to be a pejorative in any stretch of the imagination. Being conservative with your money was being prudent. Being conservative as it pertained to work or investments or even, at the poker table, it was sort of prudent. It's conservative meant prudent. It was not a pejorative. The left has taken over the word conservative and turned it into a pejorative. So it's like, oh, you're conservative. They've done a wonderful smear campaign of, oh, are you conservative? Yes, I'm conservative. Oh, okay, great. You hate women. You hate blacks. You hate all cultures. You love people with money. You hate poor people. No. I know how life works, everybody. It's not a political stance. It's a life stance. I understand how life works. You know why? I've done it.
You just get life. Understood, man. None of us will give any contradictory opinions. None of us will disagree with you. You just get life. You just understand it. You just know how it works. Who says that? Even if you really do think you get life and you understand how it works, you don't say it. You don't say it. It's like when somebody says, man, I'm packing, you know what I'm saying? It's big. 12 inches. Yeah, the person who says that probably has a tiny pecker. You don't need to say it if you believe it, right? Real gangsta-ass niggas don't flex nuts because real gangsta-ass niggas know they got them, as a legendary rap song once said, okay? But we're not even getting started because that's just brushing the surface of Adam Carolla's smug douchiness. The thing that I think is so annoying about him is that he clearly he's not Michelle Bachmann. He's not Sarah Palin. Like, his mind works, his mind makes connections, but he's what happens when you have somebody who decides to embrace their own opinions more than they decide to actually learn. And, read the news and figure out how economics works and figure out how politics works. He's what happens when somebody decides they're going to be arrogantly ignorant. That's Adam Carolla in a nutshell. And spare me. I know last time I covered a story with Adam Carolla, I had all the fucking Adam Carolla fillators commenting on YouTube. No, he's funny. He's a comedian. He's just right about everything. So fuck you, libtard. Right, yeah. Brilliant points, I must say. Way to attack with substance. Really appreciate that. So let's break down what he's saying. He goes, stop shitting out kids you can't afford and pay for your own school breakfast. Why? Oh, not because he's a cunt. Because I care about your kids. Oh, do you? That's why you want people to stop shitting out kids they can't afford, and that's why you want to make sure to force them to pay for their breakfast. Here's a question. Have you ever stopped to think why they can't afford breakfast? No. See, that would require doing a little bit of research. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that we have over 10 million working poor people in the country. He's one of these guys who he literally said it the last time we covered him. He goes, no, rich people are just better than poor people. They're just better. They're just superior. And what's his evidence? I don't know. The ones I know fucking worked hard. Oh, that's fantastic. So you know a few that worked hard. I know Paris Hilton. I know a bunch of fucking trust fund babies whose fathers had positions of power and they just fucking handed over their kids a giant empire and fucking $1 million a year because they were members of the Good Sperm Club. But pay no attention to that. Pay no attention to that at all. Okay? So he doesn't stop and think, well, why is it that we have these programs in existence? Why is it we have the food stamps program or the social safety net programs or unemployment? Maybe because, 3 people for every 1 job opening? Get a job! So what are you saying? Are you a math denier? Do you not believe in arithmetic? Do you not understand there are more people than job openings? So even if everybody woke up and lived in Adam Carolla's utopia and just work hard and shut the fuck up, what would happen? There would still be a tremendous number of people unemployed, okay, and there would still be people working full-time jobs. The minimum wage is $7.25. You know how much you need to survive, according to economists? At least $12 an hour. So you're berating these poor people because their kids eat with a in a tax-funded school, right? But you're not paying any mind to the fact that, I don't know, maybe the fucking corporation that pays them should be forced to pay them a living wage. No. Oh, I know, I'm the crazy one because I want somebody to actually earn enough money to survive if they work a full-time job. Oh, I'm a libtard. I'm so irrational for wanting that to happen. Very classy. Get your shit together and get to work. As if the majority of poor people, or all poor people, are like, fuck, man, let me get some weed and watch SpongeBob. Actually, no. You know how you would prove that? If whatever the fraud rate is in the different social safety net programs, that shows you how many people are gaming the system, rigging the system, and saying, fuck it, I'm checking out. You know what that number is? According to a USDA study on the food stamp program, 1% of people are doing food stamp fraud. So 1% of society is your caricature of poor people, that they're all lazy, fucking get a job. No, only 1% is kind of leeching off the system. The rest of them are people who just need the social safety net because they're going through a hard time in their lives. And when he goes on to describe conservatism, it's hilarious. Conservatism used to be good. It just meant prudent, right? What year was the conservative movement correct? I'm just curious. Was it 1964 when conservatives were fighting against civil rights? No, it wasn't then. Was it the 1970s and 1980s when Ronald Reagan decided to deregulate Wall Street and crash the economy? And he sold weapons to the Contras in Iran? Is that when conservatism was good? When they fucking ruined the economy and gave a shitload of money to rich people and fucked over poor people? Was conservatism good with George W. Bush when we wanted to invade every fucking country on the planet and also crash the economy again using the same deregulation ideas and cutting taxes for the rich that Reagan did? When was conservatism a good thing? Look, if he's making the point that just on a personal level, if you're conservative with your money, it's a good thing, fine, but that's not politics. You're just talking about the word conservative as in the definition in an individual sense. Like, oh, he's a conservative spender. He doesn't spend a lot. But that's not the same as the political movement. They actually have positions. Like, here's one, for example. Fuck gay people. That's one of their positions. How is that a good thing? Explain that to me. How is Bible thumping a good thing, which goes hand in hand with conservatism? Don't talk to me. Talk to Rick Santorum, Mike Huckabee, Pat Robertson, and the rest of these schmucks. And then, finally, now we will factually prove him wrong, as if we haven't done that already. He's like, well, now conservative, the liberals have smeared the word. No. You guys did a good enough job smearing the word yourself. Okay, you don't need any fucking help from liberals. And what do liberals suck at anyway? Defining the debate and arguing. It's conservatives who are good at arguing. Their positions are totally unpopular, but somehow they always get about 50% of the vote. Why? Because they know how to argue. Liberals don't know how to argue. I wish we sufficiently demonize the word conservative, but we don't. Every time a Republican politician runs, he has to say, I'm conservative. No, I'm the most conservative. When Democrats run, they never say, I'm liberal. No, I'm liberal. So it's the other way around. The word liberal has been demonized and smeared by the Republicans. The word conservative hasn't, even though it should be, because these guys are fucking idiots who describe themselves that way. So let's go point by point. Now, conservative means you hate women. No, you don't hate women. It's just that your policies end up fucking over women. So, for example, it was conservatives and Republicans who blocked the Violence Against Women Act. That has a sunset clause. It comes up to be voted on again quite often, and they blocked it. Now, why did they block it? Because they didn't want the protections to extend to gay women and Native American women. And there are a lot of great things in that bill, man, like a fucking domestic abuse hotline. It was Republicans who said, no, not for gay women and not for Native American women, because we don't like them. So tell me again how, oh, you're not anti-women? The Democrats just made it up. The Democrats made up the fact that the Republicans blocked a pay transparency law, the Paycheck Fairness Act, which made it so that a woman can at least see what the discrepancy is between what her boss is paying a man who does the same job as her. The Republicans blocked pay transparency, but no, they're not anti-women. The Democrats made that up. The Democrats just made that up. They made it seem like conservatives hate blacks. No, it's not. Again, it's not that you hate blacks. It's that the policies you're in favor of will fuck them over tremendously. And they always do fuck over that community. Like all the voter ID laws, which, of course, greatly affects minority communities, democratic communities, and senior citizen communities, where they make it as hard as possible for them to get an ID, okay? And then when they show up, they say, sorry, you can't wait. When they shut down early voting, like they did in Florida and other states. Why? To try to get less minority community people and Democrats to vote so that Republicans can keep the vote count low, which gives them a better chance of winning. I mean, the list goes on and on. Do I even need to continue? He goes, oh, well, they make it seem like conservatives hate all culture. Yeah, we made that up. Speak English, man. English only. Kick out all them immigrants, them Mexicans. You know what we hate? We hate them Islam people, ragheads. Right, we made it up. You're actually very open-minded and you love all different cultures. That's why when France decided, look, we just don't want to get involved in this Iraq war thing, you said, oh, we're going to boycott you. How dare you not want to fight a useless war with us? Right, you love all cultures. We know that. And finally, the easiest one to disprove. They act like we hate all poor people. Again, I'll be fair. No, you don't hate them. It's just that your policies fuck over poor people. So it's just a byproduct of the things you like. So, for example, what do conservatives want to do? Cut Social Security, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid. The Republican governors are literally blocking Medicaid right now. They could save 17,000 lives with just a swipe of their pen. That's it. Okay, we accept the Medicaid expansion under Obamacare. Boom, 17,000 lives saved if every Republican governor tomorrow decided to sign off on it. But they don't want to do it because they hate Obama and they don't really give a shit about the poor. They want to cut unemployment benefits, which they did. They want to cut food stamps, the entire social safety net. They hate it. There are Republicans who want to abolish the minimum wage. Tell me again how you don't hate the poor or how your policies supposedly help the poor. Get this clown away from me, man. He knows nothing about politics, but I'm supposed to take his political opinion seriously.